I had a question about, I don't know if you're uh, a gamer at all, if you play any video games. Um,
I play FIFA. I
okay.
don't know if that counts.
So
Yeah.
you might not know about this, and that's okay. I'm just gonna float the idea because it's a question that it fits in this area. I had a question regarding if you have any opinions on Activision and Microsoft and
Mhm.
the monopolistic powers within the gaming industry. Um, and
Sure.
if you don't, that's okay. But because if you for those who don't know, Microsoft owns Xbox, and Xbox bought Activision, which bought Blizzard, which was like all of these layers of gaming industry being consolidated under one roof. But do you have any opinions on those things and whatnot?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, look, I don't know a ton about the gaming industry, but this is a merger that, I've looked at a little bit. Um, I think it's bad. It's bad for a lot of reasons. But I think one of the key ones is you don't want Microsoft to be able to come in and buy out all of these developers, all of this talent, all of this content, and then in the future basically foreclose all of these franchises to Sony, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to get stuck with getting the Xbox Live Game Pass or the Xbox consoles, and there's no opportunity for you to go to Sony if you want to play Call of Duty or any of these other franchises. I mean, already it's basically a duopoly, right? You have Xbox and PlayStation. Already that's like not great. There's not enough competition. I don't think there has been for a very long time. But the more you allow Microsoft to buy these like really great franchises, the more you increase the risk that down the line they're going to foreclose entry. Even if they don't do it on the backwards looking franchises, certainly going forward, they're going to develop specific things that are sort of Xbox only, and they're going to do all of these things. And the real reason is because they want to keep these barriers, these walled gardens that they can then use to harvest, customers once they force them into the ecosystem. So this is something that I'm very concerned about. And I think like people don't take gaming very seriously. This is a massive market, massive. The amount of money spent in gaming is more than I think. I read somewhere it's like it grosses more than every Hollywood movie combined in a year. This is an important sector of the economy, and we shouldn't be standing by as it sort of gets monopolized in this way. I think the FTC, and I think they are, but I think they should intervene and sort of break this deal up.
Yeah, I know that they are looking at it, and it's complicated because, and a quick tangent for me is that I am somebody that really loves these games. Like I play a ton of games. I don't have anything behind me, but over there, like I have, Halo stuff, World of Warcraft stuff. Now they're all under the same company. We had a point in chat that says that Xbox is saying, and basically Microsoft is saying that they'll honor all these contracts between Sony and Blizzard and Activision, but that is just like a short term thing, and it's like
Yeah, can
looking.
I just bring up can I bring up a point on that?
Go for it.
Yeah, so if you go back and study like the history of a lot of these like mergers and monopolies, they talk real sweet when it comes time to getting the merger approved. They say, if so, and a good example is the telecom market, right? So you had Sprint and T-Mobile that recently merged, and as they were merging, they told the court all this stuff about, oh, Dish Network's going to come in with the fourth entrant, and so really it's a market of four people, and it's going to continue to be four people, and it's not going to go down to three. And Dish Network's going to have all of these advantages, and we're going to help Dish get set up, and we're going to help them become a really significant competitor. Where's Dish? Where it's been years. Where's Dish at? And every time you read the Wall Street Journal, it's like another story about how Dish can't set up the infrastructure. Don't listen to what they say. Their interest is always going to be to talk sweet when it comes time to merging. And then when the time comes, when the government has lost any leverage, then they just turn around and and they do what they want to do, what's in their interest to do. I would not take Microsoft's word for it. And I certainly wish that we hadn't taken, T-Mobile and Sprint's word for it when it came to Dish.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing that I forgot to mention too, you talked about the billions of dollars that these companies making more than Hollywood movies. Activision, which I'm sorry, Activision before all of this owns a subsidiary called King, which is the company that makes Candy Crush. Which, maybe to us is like, oh yeah, remember Candy Crush? Remember that game? But that
Right.
game alone brings in billions of dollars every single year through different
Right.
variations and microtransactions. So like these companies are all consolidated now into
Yeah.
one. So
they're already massive.
right.
That's right.
And it might be great for like the second that you're like, yeah, like I have all these games now, but it's like that's right now. And it's like they're under the
Yeah.
same roof right now. So it's like don't be
Yeah.
short-sighted for missing long-term goals. And also talking about Blizzard, which again, I like their games, but not terribly great to their workers. So
Right.
there's always that give and take with all of this stuff.